good.
Okay, y'all, it is happening. This is our very first episode of Paws and
Number one.
Proverbs. And honestly, we are so glad that you are here. I am your
Excited.
co-host, Bree.
And I'm your other co-host, Johnny. This is Paws and Proverbs.
Yes, man, brother. I am so lit right now, so
I'm geek.
happy that
I'm
we're
geek.
doing this.
Finally.
Finally, literally, like we've been talking about doing the
Yes.
podcast for years.
Millions of
Basically, since we
ideas.
no, for real.
Hey,
Basically, since we met, we first started talking. We like, hey man, we can do a podcast talking about
seriously.
everything.
Yeah. But it worked. It worked. We finally landed on one, and I think it'll stick. It'll definitely work out. So,
Yeah, I think this is the one. I mean, we both have pets. We're both pet parents, and
yes.
this podcast is a space for people who love God, who love their fur
Yes.
family, and we just believe that life teaches us lessons in the smallest of moments if we just pause and pay attention. So, pause and proverbs is just a time where we reflect, where we pause and reflect on the life lessons, the chaotic moments,
Very.
all of that our pets sometimes teach us.
Yes, yes. So, whether you came here for the puppies or for the proverbs, you're in the right spot. So,
Absolutely. Yeah, so we don't have our dogs with us tonight. We both put them to bed early. If
bed.
you're a pet parent, you get it, but you get it,
Hmm.
baby. Um, but yeah, so I am Jasper's mom. Jasper is a Shih Tzu. He's about 8 pounds, and he is 6 months, going on 7 months old. And even though he's a Shih Tzu, both his parents are Shih Tzus, but he looks more like a Cavalier Spaniel. So you might see some pictures of him in the back here. You may have seen him on social media, but that's Jasper.
Yes, and I am the father of Mello. He's a multi-poo. Currently, I'm gonna say he's probably 9 pounds, but he thinks he's probably 30. Sometimes he thinks he's a husky. He loves eating and playing in the snow. He's 8 months, and we've had him since about 11, well, about 10 or 12 weeks. So yeah, big old baby. The
Hmm.
gotta love the puppy energy they both have.
Hmm.
And I feel
True.
like no matter how many dogs you have, or even pets in general, every time you get them from a pet, from when they're small, it's always a learning experience, something
Hmm.
new. So it's been fun.
Absolutely. It's been fun. It really has.
Yeah.
And it's been stressful and it's been crazy and it's been like all the things, but it's
Yes.
been fun.
Yes.
So you were a pet parent before, right? Have you had dogs before? Have you ever had
Grew
any
up
other
with them.
pets? Oh, you grew up with dogs.
Grew
Okay.
up with them. My dad, so just going back, I mean, not to go, too crazy. My granddad always had dogs when we would go
Hmm.
visit in Mississippi. And then growing up, my dad would always get a different dog. I don't know
Hmm.
what was up with that, but we just had different dogs. Uh, yeah, it was like he was borrowing somebody else's dogs, and he just bring them and then just get another one.
This our new dog for
But
the week.
yeah, exactly. So I've always grown with some type of pet though.
Okay.
My dad
Wait,
was
hold on.
one of the
I just
dog.
thought about the phrase.
Was
Your dad was really going to see a man about a dog.
lit-
Have you ever?
literally,
Like, I'll be
yeah,
back, son.
literally. So come
My
back
bad,
with
I didn't mean to
another one.
cut you
Had a
out.
little pound. But yeah, and the thing was, he wasn't really like a dog person. He used to just get it for us, for me and my brothers.
Oh, got you.
So,
Okay.
but my mom, she always just thought outside the box. Like their kids, let me try some. So I've had an iguana, I've had a turtle,
What?
I've had a cat, multiple dogs. Yeah, but nothing
Hmm.
else. I've wanted other pets, but yeah,
Hmm.
mostly dogs. So
Okay. And do you feel like as far as building bonds and that whole kind of thing, that you've built that with other pets or usually just your dogs?
I did with my iguana. His name was Ziggy.
Okay. Ziggy.
I used to ride my bike. I used to have him in my hand, riding my bike around the neighborhood. One time, I let him go by accident.
Oh my God.
When I tell you, them four legs, that dude was
There we
quick.
go.
I had to step on his tail to catch him.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
I caught him, and I was, all right, we not doing this again. So, kept him in the house. I was
That's
like, nah, I can't do
crazy.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really feel like God is so amazing in allowing, like, we're able to connect with
Yes.
variations of creation. And so I think, Paws and Proverbs, we really do want it to be, we're going to talk about our dogs, but if you have
Yes.
other pets, we learn lessons through taking care of them
For
as
sure.
well. And so, there's a scripture in Proverbs that talk about the righteous they take care
Yes.
of their animals. And so we truly believe that it's a privilege of us as pet parents to be able to care for the dogs that we have in our care. So anyway, we're gonna start every time we have Paws and Proverbs. There's gonna be either a story that we share about our pets, or it might be a devotional. There's gonna be something right where we allow you to sort of have a moment of reflection to just consider what lesson or what kind of thing you might have learned through being a pet parent. And
Yes.
so we're gonna start with a story about Jasper today. Today's episode is called Get from Under the Couch. And
Yes.
the reason for that is because when I first got Jasper, he was probably about 4 pounds. He was a little tiny little something. And he could fit under the couch. And so that was his favorite place. It was his hiding place. It was his place where he would go to take naps. It was just like his chill spot.
It's
It
comfort
was
area.
absolutely like his little man cave.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so he would go under there and could fit without a problem. I mean, he would run through in and out. And so he started to grow. And eventually he realized like I can't fit the
Yeah.
way that I used to. He literally outgrew it. And so he would get stuck. And so like a toy would roll under the couch. You go try to get it. He said he literally was just doing it before I put him up, trying to get the ball from under the
He,
couch. And he get
you see
mad. He
his little
growling,
little butt sticking up, trying to crawl under that.
literally.
Yeah.
And he can still fit. But he gets stuck because he certainly can't stand up under there.
hmm
And so he would start to, it was like he was getting frustrated, and he would, if he gets under there and gets stuck, he'd be growling or barking. And it was just like this metaphorical uh I don't know, place of, to me it sort of stuck out like a metaphor. Like, how
Yes.
many times in life do we get in places that we've outgrown, and
Absolutely.
either we get stuck or we quickly realize like this isn't fitting like it used to. So I guess one of my questions for you is, have there ever been a time in your life where you feel like you have outgrown something, and what has that looked like?
Definitely. Definitely. There's been times where I felt like I've outgrown friends.
Mm,
Sometimes even family members. And it may not be negative, you know what I mean? There was no ill will, no bad blood. It's just sometimes, that's like they say, every season is for a reason. And even people, sometimes,
mhm.
y'all can have fun together, things are good. It's just that one, sometimes you have that light bulb moment and you just kind of like, I think I'm good. Like,
Mhm.
I think we're just on a different level of things, and like, they're looking at life in a different way. I'm looking at life in a different way, and I'm trying to grow and push this way, and they want to go the opposite. And again, if you can't help somebody that don't want to help themselves, if it's
Yeah.
in that situation, but
Mhm.
sometimes you just kind of grow apart,
Yeah.
and it takes a moment to really realize it, especially if it's somebody you really love, and again y'all have a good time together. But it's just like every time y'all start getting together, you just kind of like, man, I think
This
this
ain't
ain't
no
it.
more.
Yeah, this ain't it. So I think we might have to just slowly kind of pull apart. Because I have friends that I can consider a friend. Like, we
Mhm.
haven't talked in forever, but if we link up, it'll be just like nothing happened.
Yeah, like no time passed for sure.
Exactly. And then there was a moment too where I really was trying to make a shift in my life with spiritually, and so I was
Mhm.
praying and asking God to like remove certain people from my life, and it was
Yeah.
some people that you just kind of think about, or it might pop up on Facebook, and you like, I ain't talked to them in forever, and you like, wait, life is good. Not like because they're
Mm-hmm.
not there, you know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
just like,
It's okay, even though they're not there. Yeah.
exactly. It's like that season is kind of past, and we may relink, and things might be
Mm-hmm.
different for both of us. But yeah, I've definitely had that moment, epiphany before. So
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It reminds me um, of the scripture that talks about forgetting the former things in Philippians 3. Matter of fact, um, let's read it as a reference point.
yeah,
All right, Philippians 3, chapter or verse 13. I'm gonna start at the second part. Forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God in Christ Jesus. And it's, I mean, like you said, it doesn't have to mean that there's bad blood. It doesn't have to
yeah,
mean that we're beefing or, some terrible thing happened. Sometimes we literally just have to move forward.
hmm,
One of my favorite Israel songs. Listen, moving forward. And I think a part of growing in this life is realizing when seasons are up. And that's hard.
yes,
That can be really hard, especially when there isn't no bad blood. You like, hold on,
yes.
like,
You want to let
you
go.
know,
You want to let go.
exactly. Exactly. But I do think that, God loves us too much to let us stay in places and spaces that will stunt our growth. I'm reminded of
Yes.
like, um, I heard something about goldfish before that said goldfish basically can only
Hmm.
grow as big as their tank or something
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
I need to legitimize that. So don't mark my words on that.
No, but I've heard that too, and I always thought goldfish were just small,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it was just
As a kid, had the
like,
little tiny little things, and then you go
yes,
to the aquarium, and them boys be
and they
huge.
say goldfish, and I'm like, no, that's another fish. That's
No, for real.
that's
That ain't the little one that I had.
exactly.
Cause look, I had little Marco for about 3 months, and he ain't never grow,
That's the one. No,
bigger.
yeah, that's no, no, no. That ain't the right way.
Yeah, and so, but it's just, it really is like sometimes we can get caught up in just what we want or just in the day-to-day to life. But ultimately, like if we stay with that person or we stay at that job or we stay, in whatever the situation is,
Hmm.
we can keep ourselves from getting to the next level, keep ourselves from again, pressing toward the mark of where we're supposed to be, of where God is calling us higher. Yeah.
Yes, that reminds me of verse with First Corinthians, chapter 13. When I was a child, I spoke like a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And sometimes it's like, again, not saying you're putting a person away, but you can still reference, you know what I mean, certain situations with that being that childish thing. It's just like, I've
Mm-hmm.
grown. And I think that at times, like we said, it's hard to let go. And it's a lot of times where we know we may not even need an epiphany. We just know, like,
Mm.
I am stuck.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I am
Talk
stuck.
about it.
And you praying about it, and you just do not. It's like, I guess, referencing our pets. When that, your dog has that chew toy, that rope, don't want to let go. You could, if you seen like when somebody got a dog and they holding them
Yeah.
up and they holding the rope, just gripping
Look,
tight. And that's how we
literally.
are at times in
Ooh,
situations where I'm
that's
not
so
letting go.
good.
I'm holding on for dear life. Legs swinging and everything. And we just, it don't matter. We still holding on. And it's just like, God, the Lord just probably shaking her head. Just like, please let go. Let it
Please
go. I
let
got something better for
go.
you over here. Just let it go.
No, for real. And I
Yeah.
mean, we have so many I have so many mental images coming to mind. Like, even like the whole like teddy bear thing. You ever seen the thing where like Jesus is holding the big teddy bear behind his back and then the little girl's
Yes.
holding on to it? But yeah, it's like
Yes.
sometimes we can't see beyond the moment. And like,
Mm-hmm.
again, for Jasper, right? Like, that was a place of comfort for him.
Mm-hmm.
It was a place where he could go when he was scared. It was a place where he could go to get rest. And I think about, a lot of the times we're in situations or in, even with, whether it's a job or whatever it is, it's like there are times when that thing, it it actually brings us comfort, or it actually
Yes.
where we feel comfortable there. And so I think those are the times when it, to me, has been harder to discern
Hmm.
that it's something to let go of.
Yes.
Right? Like,
Yes.
how have you known, other than just like a feeling, that you maybe have outgrown something or someone?
Outside of a fit, like signs, I guess I can say is like, personally, it's just when I keep seeing the same issue coming back, to where
Mm-hmm.
like I've done stuff and I follow steps with certain things, and I'm like, of course you tell yourself this is gonna be different this time,
Yeah.
and you follow this and you run into that same issue again, and it's just like you gotta let it go,
Mm-hmm.
stop, just stop. Because
Yeah.
like I guess practically, say being practical, I'm sorry. So I guess with my drawing business and stuff with art, there's times where I may never have done something and I apply it. Somebody be like, "Do you do it?" Yeah, I do it.
Mm-hmm.
I spend like a half a day learning how to do it. I buy all the equipment. I do it, and I end up losing money
Uh-oh.
because I just try to hurry up and do it, and it was
Mm-hmm.
something I probably shouldn't have did. Again,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you just gotta let it go. Like all business ain't good business, like they say. So again,
Mm-hmm.
even just all relationships ain't meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
Some stuff is just for a certain season, and so it's just like let it go. So I had to, as I
Mm-hmm.
got older, and I started realizing like, okay, dude, you losing time and money.
Mm-hmm.
Let it go. Sometimes I
Yeah.
start, letting people know about certain other artists that I personally know. Like, hey, I know they do this. Go ahead, you know what I'm saying. Go with them. And then as I started doing it more often, it didn't make me feel a certain type of way or feel bad. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
dang, I
yeah.
missed out
It's
on that
okay. I can't
money.
do it. Yeah, yeah,
Exactly. It was just like, okay, I realized I'm learning. Like, and
yeah.
that's where I felt better at of saying no. And sometimes
Mm-hmm.
that's where we won't let go. It feels better eventually by saying no,
Mm-hmm.
because you're in a better headspace, and that also is
Yes.
just that growing moment to help.
Yeah. Yeah, it
What
sounds
about you?
like there's a lot of maturity too, that like you're speaking to, right? Like just the
Yeah.
maturity of being like, hey, I'm learning. I may not have perfected that thing yet. And so being able to release something that just doesn't belong to you. And I think
Exactly.
that definitely takes maturity, instead of producing something and be like, look, you get what you get. This is what I'm giving you.
Exactly. I've messed up a
uh,
couple projects. So I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, you said what about me? I think for me, yeah, definitely signs, but also I guess I'm gonna almost contradict my question because I said outside of a feeling, but I think for me a lot of the times it is just like this discernment, or just a lack of peace. There have been
Yes.
times and
Yes.
situations where I've either lost peace, or God has just given me a release and I can feel it. Like
Oh yeah.
this it's time for movement. It's time to do something. They were like, even I'll say, I just recently moved across the
Yes.
country.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
many of you, if you know me, you might know that like I moved from small town Indiana to huge big city Texas. And I remember when, probably like the end of 2024. It's crazy to have to say that because I would have said like the end of last year, but it's 2026 now, which is
Yes.
crazy.
It was
But
just hitting in there. It felt
the
funny.
end of 2024, I started to like feel like something's getting ready to happen. I didn't know what that was going to mean. I just felt like a release is I've started to feel this release, and I just had to start to listen and really pray about what that meant for me. And so God was speaking very clearly, very consistently. And I remember having a meeting with my brother and sister, my former pastor. Shout out to Pastor T and
Yes.
Pastor Camille. Um, but I had a meeting with him. And I remember like bawling because I'm like, this feels like another loss.
Yes.
And I had experienced, a lot of loss in the former years. And, but it was just like I knew that it was time for something different. And there were things in my life right, that sort of kind of pushed me
Yeah.
out. There were situations that happened that were out of my control, but I really now retrospectively believe that it was the Lord again just giving
Hmm.
me a release. So I think for me, sorry, I put you in a box. I'm
That's
like, yours can't be a feeling, but
right.
mine's is a feeling.
It's all good because I mean it's been both.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, I've had both situations, so definitely understand. Because again, yeah, sometimes we just don't realize, we're blocking our
Mhm.
blessings,
No, for real.
and it's like, when are you gonna learn? When are you gonna learn? So,
Yeah, that's
definitely
good.
growth on both ends. I mean, and just being obedient and listening though as
Mhm.
well, and making those moves. So, happy for both of us,
Yeah.
and grace grateful for growth,
Yeah,
I should say.
absolutely. Yeah, that's good too because there I've heard, a lot of quotes about like you if you're in the same place that you was last year, then that's a
Yeah.
problem. And not always physically, but sometimes just mindset. So I mean like maybe
Hmm.
what's a mindset that you used to live in or that the mindset that you used to have that doesn't fit you or serve you anymore?
Um, a mindset that I could say, I guess I'll go towards business, so to speak.
Okay.
Just like they say, I'll sleep when I die, type of deal. And it's just
That
like,
hustle mentality.
yeah, when I was younger, of
Mhm.
course, it did work a little because I mean, I had less responsibilities. And
Mhm.
then growing up, again, letting childish things go. I had less
Mhm.
responsibilities. And then as I started getting older and I had more responsibilities, I still was trying to do that. And I'm like, I'm going to grind. I'm going to make all the money I can. And I'm going to do this.
Mhm.
And then as I got a little bit older, I'm just like, okay, I'm tired.
Yeah,
Like,
you were
how
out.
how hard are y'all hustling? Like, how late? Like, and it's like, I don't think y'all tell the truth about this because I'm
Mhm.
tired. Like, and then you want to do other stuff.
I got to sleep.
Yeah, like that mentality of like staying one track mind as well. Like,
Mm.
there are certain targets and certain goals that you should stay one track minded on, but also it's just like as you get older, you really start looking. Well, you can start thinking out of the box. And
Mhm.
so you're just like, that sounds interesting. I'm gonna try that.
Mhm.
That sounds interesting. I'm gonna try that.
Mhm.
And so I guess I feel like personally that can still go around to letting things go.
Mhm.
Because sometimes, again, blocking your blessing or just in general, staying focused on that one thing, you just never know what you'll like, what you'll
Yeah.
grow, and it'll stick, and what it can teach you, even just trying it.
Mhm.
Because attempts
Yeah.
can teach you whether it'll be whether I won't try it again, or
Or
you know
nah,
what I
baby, you gotta
mean.
let that go.
Exactly, like that was not meant for me. I don't know if the Lord told me this or was it just me just wanted to
It was
try it.
definitely me. It
Yeah,
was definitely me.
I'm the issue. Yeah,
Listen,
so
because I don't know how many what them schemes was that I was a part of when I was
that's
in college.
using
I was selling them knives. I
the
was
triangle, using the pyramids.
like, yeah, nah, like the Lord said.
Hmm.
Nah, I'm just joking. But I feel that. That's good. That's so good. I'm a business person as well, and I can relate to both aspects of those as far as growth. Like I think a part of me for business growing has been honing in on one thing at a time.
Hmm.
Um, I was trying to take this and this and this and this and do it all at once.
Hmm.
And now I'm like, I don't have to, in order to do something well, doesn't mean I have to do it all at once. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
I can,
understand.
or I guess a better way of saying that is like, I don't have to, just because I'm not doing it right now doesn't mean I can't do it, right? Like I think there were
Yes.
times when I felt like
Yes.
if I don't grab hold of this opportunity now, I'm gonna miss it.
Exactly.
And then I wouldn't execute well on one thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because I was just trying to do so much. And so I can relate to that for sure. For sure. So now, let's talk our dogs. Are there any areas where you could say, Mellow has grown or outgrown something?
Um, for sure. For sure. He's so intelligent. Like, sometimes it's kind of weird from like watching dog videos and like the stupid
Hmm.
stuff that they do, but then you realize like they are extremely intelligent.
Yeah, they really are.
I'll say with him, he catches on pretty fast.
Hmm.
Just from learning potty breaks, going outside from in the house, and even crate
Hmm.
training was pretty fast for him. So I guess, I mean, it's simple, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think that was one thing that I really noticed, like he caught on extremely fast was
Hmm.
potty breaks and stuff, just going outside, learning. He doesn't necessarily use his bell. We tried the bell trick at the back door. So for him
Hmm.
to, he just be looking at the bell and he just look at you like, okay,
Like, boy, you see me at this door. I gotta go.
exactly. I don't need to ring the bell. I'm right here. Like, you know what to do.
Yeah.
So, but I would say growth wise with that, I would say it was pretty fast with him.
Hmm.
In terms of just adjusting to us as well. I can
Hmm.
say because it was nice when I was up early with this dude because he would
Ooh,
just the
wee.
crate training 5 a.m. Uh,
Yep.
even it was like 3 one time, but it kind of again it kind of died down. He grown to us fast because he was so used to being around his sip. Because I think it was with him his litter it was like 7 puppies, and then the people that we bought him from, excuse me, it was they had like 7 kids, and the
Oh my
mom used to
goodness.
have them over the puppies. So he was always under somebody,
Yeah,
whether
got
his
you.
the puppies or the kids. So
Hmm.
I would say his growth definitely he caught on very fast. He's extremely
Hmm.
smart, and so I say
Yeah.
that's
Was he
for me
clingy with y'all when y'all first got him?
extremely,
Hmm.
extremely like taking him outside, trying to get him used to being outside. This dude would sit
Hmm.
on our feet. He wouldn't even move. He would just look up like, "What we doing?
Hey.
Yeah, what we
Right.
doing?"
Right. What we?
And so he would just stay there, and then we would run, to try to get him to run and get him acclimated with being outside. But he, like a magnet, he would be right there. And now,
Hmm.
like I said, he thinks he's a husky with this snow. This dude don't even want to come in the house now.
Yeah. He like, all right, you can
So
go inside, but
exactly, I got my paws wet now, so I'm good. So yeah.
man,
What about with
hearing
Jasper?
Jasper. I don't know. I mean, like I think definitely the couch is probably the area that I see it the most because he still tries.
Yeah, yeah.
It is like my guy. You know, every time you go under there,
Mm-hmm.
you either crawling out super uncomfortably or I gotta come lift the
That's
couch to let you out. Like what is happening? But I mean, he's grown in a lot of ways. He's a very smart, witty dog. I'm like, how are you coming up with these ideas?
mm-hmm.
I think if he was a kid, like he would love science because he does
Mm-hmm.
this thing where he like bounce or he'll like drop the ball and he'll
Mm-hmm.
wait until it stops. Like he'll pause and watch and like see how it bounces, see where it
Yeah.
goes, and then he goes. It's the cutest thing. So like, there's a lot of very just adorable dog things that he does, where I can just see how much he's grown
Mm-hmm.
from when he was a little puppy. Also, just wanting to be under me, wanting to sleep and lay all day.
Mm-hmm.
As far as things that he's outgrown, he's definitely outgrown peeing everywhere. Because my boy,
Yeah.
oh
Marking
my
that
God,
territory.
accidents and
Yeah.
I'm like, the is right there. Like, why would you like stand across and look at it and pee on my floor? Like, what is happening? And
Exactly.
so he's grown out of that. So those are things that I'm very grateful that he's either grown into or grown out of. So
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think the biggest thing about, you know, not only this podcast, but about life. I think the Lord is so funny that He speaks to us in the
Mm.
mundane things if we're actually paying
Yes.
attention. And, I know we're coming to an end of our time with our folks here. So thank y'all for tuning in. But I think, the biggest thing we want Paws and Proverbs to be is just time to slow down and really just pay attention to the
Yes.
little lessons that we might be learning through our pets. And if you're
Mm-hmm.
listening today and something and you know that it's time to let go of an old comfort zone, that relationship,
Yes.
that role at your job,
Yes.
that whatever your under the couch place is, this is your gentle nudge to go ahead
Yes.
and get get from under the couch, because there's growth there. There's so many more things like, outside of the couch. Like Jasper has a
Hmm.
bed that he can
It's
get in that's comfortable.
right. They
By
like, so he never had a bed. He been under there the whole time. Yeah, yeah, definitely. And to piggyback off what you said, definitely, we've been through it. You're not alone. Sometimes some people
hmm
think they're alone. We've definitely been stuck in places and
hmm
have not let go. Growth can be hard. It can be
hmm
difficult, but you got to let that rope go. And it's definitely more out there. Um, but we appreciate y'all for listening. And we are definitely trying to build a community. This is not just a podcast; it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, man.
Being a pet parent, everybody already know you got to adjust your lifestyle. So
Yes.
this is a lifestyle. But we appreciate y'all listening to episode 1 of Paws and Proverbs.
Absolutely. And if you haven't already, please follow, subscribe, connect with us on IG at Pause, the letter N, Proverbs. So Pause and
Yes.
Proverbs. Also, if you have stories about your pups or your dogs, your
Yes.
pets, send them to us. And we might be able to either feature you, feature your story. If you have videos that you want to highlight about pups or pets, we would love to see those so that we can embed those into the lifestyle.
Yes.
All right. See y'all next
Peace.
time.